power. So you're gonna get power from all the blocks besides. Actually gonna get up power from the block right here too. So now it's coming power out here. You can see step off, no power. And that is how it does it. So they are crafted like so. You always need string, and you take a wooden block. Doesn't matter which one. You just need planks somehow away, a stick, and an iron ingot. Gets you the trip hook. And moving on to the next object. This is a lever. So they're actually on right now, as you can see. Oh, damn flies. And it doesn't matter which side they are placed on, so they will be facing either way, and it doesn't affect the blocks where it's coming out for the power. It just needs to be coupled onto something, of course. And they can be actually plugged by any side of the block, also underneath a block, which is actually quite new also. So let's move. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to show you how it's crafted. And it's crafted like so. You just put cobblestone in the bottom and then a stick, and you get a final lever. So these right here is buttons. They can be placed on all the side of a block, but not above or underneath. And when you push it, it just sends out a signal for a short period of time. Which also does it for this is either way you place it, there's not going to be any difference to its power giving sense. It's only the repeater and how you use the wire, and of course a little torture too. That's gonna decrease how you can move it. So let's see how it's made. Sounds like a pretty fun series actually. Let's see how it's made, the new series on MTV. And this is how it's crafted a button. It's actually quite easy. It's just smooth stone above each other. Then you got the fine little button. And moving on to a stone pressure plate. This thing will only send out a signal when a living thing is tripping on it. It's quite handy if you stands in the right way, but if you come beside this, of course, you can't really see it unless it's a half or full block underneath, or actually full block underneath, because you can't place it on a half block. But it sends out a wiring system from all the ways, do underneath it too, above it I think also. Just need to place a block over it and something over that. Some wire or something, and of course they can be lit up by anything else. So they can only lit up things, but they can't get lit up self. Let's go for the button and the lever. It's more easy with the wire, but that we are gonna come back to in the advanced thing, I think so. And the tripwire is actually really good for making traps, which is also good for it, is the fine pressure plates. So let's see how it's crafted. It's crafted like the button, but except you use smooth stone besides each other in the bottom. Or I actually think it doesn't matter how you do it, it just needs to be besides each other, and then you get it like this. So let's moving on to the final thing that could put it active. So this here is a wooden pressure plate. You can still walk on it, it's still gonna activate. But the difference of it is the context of course, how it looks, and placing a block on, and it activates. You can see here, doesn't do anything. Placing something on will do something with the wooden pressure plates. That's the big difference about them. So let's see how it's crafted. It's crafted like the pressure plate, stone pressure plate, of course. It doesn't matter which kind of planks you use. Just need to place them like it the same. and it's gonna look like this press plate in any ways. You can change anything of it. Let's go for the hook. It's also gonna be looking simultaneously that way. So carrying on to the next thing. This right here. Oh, why did I take the crafting recipe up first? Sorry about that. This here is a fine piston, and it can be placed like this. So you're pretty mobile if it goes all the ways, except it can go sideways, of course. Minecraft physics, you know. And this is how it looks when it's active. So placing something that goes everything to it, and it looks like this. It extends from one block. There is mods that can instance these things way more, but I'm not going to be using mods on this. Of course, I'm not using any texture packs or mods right now for showing you this in a most basic way. There's something that can redefine how all this stuff is going to be used. So, I actually forgot about that. My bad. So this is how it does it. When a block is over it, it pushes, and you can retract again, and it's gonna stay up there. But if it's a block that actually will fall down, if it goes up, it will go down too, of course. But it's not gonna be propelled to nowhere. It's gonna stay, so don't worry about that. So you can give it power by maybe this kind. It depends on how you are going to do it. There's multiple ways, but these are, I think, the most easiest way to do it. By giving it power from the block besides it, there needs to be a redstone or something. Yeah, maybe redstone on top. Or that's the most easiest way. You also do it like I did before, giving it power like that. But that may be a little bit weird. But anyways, so it gives power in, and it makes it active. So you can also do this with a repeater, which make this a more concentrated thing, so it can go besides it and get it power in, because you can actually do it else if it's if you make multiples of them besides each other. God damn it, flies. So if you make a multiple of them besides each other, and you make redstone besides, it's not gonna work if you do it something like this. It's gonna fail pretty badly. As you can see, it's not going to be active. But if you give it directly power in, it doesn't matter. You can still give it a redstone. And you can also, of course, give it power from underneath. I suggest the torch because I don't think anything else works, but you can do it. And of course, it could also be on the torch, a block, and the piston. And that doesn't make any matter. So let's see how it's crafted. So this is the crafting recipe. You put cobblestone on the sides, but not in the top layer, because there you're gonna put a fine wooden planks. And it doesn't matter which kind of wooden planks, that put something in and it's going to work. And then you put iron ingot in the middle and redstone in the bottom middle. That gets you the piston. And here we have the sticky piston. So it looks like the piston over there, but it's a little more greeny in the top. It looks a bit disgusting, but it's placed the same ways, works kind of the same ways, except you actually can do something smarter with it. When you move the block, it goes up, of course, but it retracts the block, so it sticks on to the piston. So that is how it makes the difference. And of course, it does the same with how you put the power in. So no worries about that. So let's see how it crafts. So you do is you take your piston you just crafted, put a slime ball above it, and then you got a sticky piston. So let's move on. This here is a bit hard to actually get. something called a glowstone lamp, and this is the block placed just down. It needs power to go on, so here we have it powered. So it can be powered from a distance, of course. It doesn't matter, you just need to get power in it. And of course you can do it like if the piston with a plug in between, it doesn't give a matter. This is kind of a cool thing you can do with it. This here, there's no circuit underneath. This is how it works. So you do it like this. You just play as a piston, or place a pressure plate, make a lamp down besides it, and then you just do it like this, always swift. There's not gonna be two of the plugs touching each other except for sideways. So what it does, this little thing I actually created myself, so this is totally my project, is it kind of follows you around, so you always can keep track on where the fuck you've been. And it doesn't carry for so long, it's only carry for the place to get up again, so you can't follow for so long. But it'd be fine to a little disco floor or something like that. And it looks pretty cool. So let's see how it crafts. It's crafted like so. It's crafted from glowstone, which you get from crafting the real glowstone from the nether, which is the hard part. And then you get glowstone dust, and then you just need to combine to a little series of glowstone dust, and you get a glowstone block. So you just need to place some redstone dust besides it, and you get the redstone lamp. That is how it is crafted. Moving on to this little thing here. This is a display.